Welcome back to Bowl and Banter.
Yeah. Today we're going to be analyzing the UEFA Champions League final between Dortmund and Real Madrid. I don't know, it's huge for Dortmund to actually reach the Champions League final.
Yeah.
And obviously Real Madrid being Real Madrid, somehow managed to get here.
Somehow, yeah.
Yeah, somehow, yeah.
Aiming to win their 15th. This isn't 15th, right?
15th, yeah.
Yeah.
Valverde's jersey.
Of course.
Yeah. So, okay, let's get started. What do you think? So, let's take a look at their squads first. So if we take a look at Dortmund's squad these past games, obviously they've been really lucky with the shots against Paris, and
Yeah.
I think obviously
They hit the post 3 times in the
yeah, and then who they placed against in the quarterfinals? I think
Atletico.
Atletico, yeah, that was also like lucky for them. But yeah, looking at the squads, what do you think? So, what do you think could be the game changers for Dortmund?
I think I really rate Brandt as Sancho's been doing really well ever since he came here from
Yeah, I
Man
mean, the
United.
statistical output hasn't been that great, but I
True,
think
true.
on the right wing, his dribbling and his creativity is going to be
Yeah.
a crucial factor. But
Yeah, I'm not sure though. I mean, not many like game changers that like stand out.
yeah,
But overall, they
I
have
think
like a
Mats
balanced
Hummels
team.
could be a good one. He's been a leader for Dortmund at the back. I'm not sure about like the defense is like okay. Matson is a guy that I like. He's on loan from Chelsea. Of
Emre
course.
Can still
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, and then obviously we can't we cannot mention Marco Reus.
Of course.
Reus. He's playing his last ever game for Dortmund. So I
It'd be
think,
the perfect. I mean, he deserves to win this.
I think it'll probably motivate the Dortmund
The whole
players to
team, yeah, to
get
do
it
it
for
for
them, but I could probably say make the same case for Madrid, I guess. But not like they need any motivation. They just
Yeah, they just are like
yeah,
like
yeah.
machines really.
Like Tony, yeah. Okay, and then looking at Real Madrid squad, obviously, who do you think?
I mean, look at how strong it is, man.
Yeah.
Vinny, Rodrigo, Bellingham's been just on fire this season.
Yeah.
It's been crazy. Tony Cruz is still really consistent. Valverde has been improving last couple of seasons. Carvajal, I rate him a lot. Rudiger's been okay. He's been pretty good. Yeah, I mean, just look an all-around just amazing team, obviously. So it's gonna be tough for Dortmund, but
Yeah, I think you know what, Vinicius Junior and Bellingham, the way these guys perform, I think is going to determine Rodrigo to some extent, but I think it's more about Bellingham and Vinicius Juniors because they're obviously the most lethal one of these two. Like Mbappe, for instance, like he didn't perform against PSG and neither did against Dortmund, and neither did Dembele. They just kept on hitting the post. They weren't like as effective.
yeah.
They lost. So I think if Bellingham and Vinicius Junior aren't utilized correctly, like for example, if we see against Madrid versus Bayern, he was put on more like the left side
Right.
of the thingy. They played like a 4-4-2-ish, played at the left side, but he plays usually attacking
Attacking mid, yeah.
like center forward-ish,
Yeah,
but he wasn't played there. He wasn't that good. Vinicius was fantastic, obviously, but I think if they can put like either I don't know Mats Hummels or something. It depends on the tactics, like Mats Hummels.
What do you think, like, for them to cope with Real's attack, like, which of the defenders do you think is going to be the most important for Dortmund to do that?
I think it's going to be a team effort. To be honest, I think they're going to have to take. It's going to have to be like I think we should take like Man United versus Man City as an example. Nobody thought United were going to beat City, but the way they were structured, like counterattacks, capitalizing on mistakes, playing like a low block, defensive block. When at the end, like 20 minutes of the game, when I was seeing the game, every single player, even like Højlund, was in the box defending, putting their lives on the line. I think if they play that kind of counter-attacking style against,
They probably will do that as well.
I think that's what they should rely on. But I don't know if they have like good enough place for that. But I think Brandt, like you said, he's got good vision. Like so, I think he could be like a really good player for them, and so can like Sancho. He's dribbles a lot, but I think that could be they use him up top as a striker maybe. There's like free roaming striker. That could be a good one. But then saying that again, you do have like the top two in the top five contenders for the Ballon d'Or in like Bellingham, Vinicius maybe, and then you got one of the best goalkeepers this season.
Yeah, who actually hasn't been selected for the Euros.
Yeah,
Crazy.
Really for Ukraine.
No, Courtois.
Courtois. Okay. No, I meant like Lunin.
Okay,
but actually, I think it depends on who they pick. See, Lunin got them to the final,
but isn't Courtois not injured anymore?
No, he played a few games.
So he's back. So I think they'll still probably pick him with
because Courtois. But I think if Courtois hasn't like recovered fully, which I think he has, but I think that fitness plays an issue. If he's
not fit, then obviously I don't think he should play.
But if they do pick him and he's not like at 100%, then that's going to be an issue for Real Madrid. And
right. So that being said, what would you say score prediction?
Me, I think it's going to be really close, like a hard fought battle for like 90 to like maybe even 120 minutes.
I think that's how a lot of the like previous Champions League finals have been. Like almost all of them have been 1-0. Last year, City beating Inter 1-0. The year before that, Real beating Liverpool 1-0, and then the year before that, Chelsea beating City 1-0.
And then even Bayern versus PSG.
That was also 1-0. So I think, like from an entertainment point of view, it's not the best, but it is because of how big the occasion is. Then you kind of it makes sense that both teams will be very like structurally set up well.
And Joselu's going to play a big part in this.
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know if they can though. I don't rate both of these players. I think both of them are just lucky to be on their respective teams. Füllkrug has done a bit more, but Joselu not as much. Obviously, he did score in the Champions League final brace, but I think that can attribute that more to luck than to actually pure skill. So we'll have to see. I think the Dortmund manager is going to have to come up with like a tactical masterclass. But that being said, Ancelotti's eyebrow really just, yeah.
I mean, they are really just. It is at this point just so annoying to see Real do this well, but they are like just
kings of Europe.
Yeah.
So what's your prediction for this like thing all that?
I think like with these types of matches, these Champions League finals, if you look at last year when it was City and Inter, like almost everyone was rooting for Inter, obviously, other than like City fans, and everyone was saying City is going to choke.
Yeah.
With these games, the boring outcome, it is kind of popular, like it does usually happen. With like last year City winning and this year, I guess Real winning would kind of be the boring outcome. So, but then again, with that being said, if you look at the Europa League final and the Conference League final this year, with Leverkusen being upset by Atalanta and Olympiacos winning the Conference League after, I think in the round or in the playoff round, they went through the playoff round because they finished third in their group. So with it is kind of like the season of upsets maybe. So we could see Dortmund winning.
Yeah.
And I think it depends on lots of stuff that we said, like if the start, like how they set up, and if they are able to counterattack well, because that I think it will be how they plan to win.
Yeah.
But I think unfortunately, I am gonna go probably Real winning. I'm gonna go 2-0.
Okay.
Real.
I think the opposite actually. I
You're
think
gonna go Dortmund.
I'm gonna go Dortmund purely because I think they want it more, and I think if they play in like a defensive counter-attacking style, I think they can catch out. I think they can catch out Real Madrid. Like we saw that happen. Like, okay, if we go through like Real Madrid's like entire like run in this Champions League, they beat Bayern by like just a hair, by a tiny margin.
Literally, yeah.
But and then to Man City, it was like on penalties, like after like Man City, I don't know.
Pretty much dominated them.
Yeah, they dominated them, and then like I think they just like.
But that's also kind of what Real did in 2022 when they would they would always win the close games at the last second.
Yeah, yes. But
even in the final, kind of you would say they got dominated.
I suppose, yeah. But still, like, see, City versus Madrid was close. Bayern versus Madrid was like really close.
Yeah.
They haven't like outright won
against a big
team. Yeah. They're like scoring 4 or 5 goals against Leipzig as well. Like it was close. They just beat them like 2-1 on aggregate. Yeah.
Yeah. True.
After like so. And then for Dortmund, it's kind of been the same thing, but I genuinely think they're gonna win. I think they play counter-attacking
I
style
hope so. I
defensive.
mean, I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
I think everyone
Yeah.
in football wants to see that, other than Real Madrid fans, obviously.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think in the comments below, and
Thank you.
looking forward to it. And thank you for watching.